Hey everyone, I'm Brittany Smith, and you're watching Just in Time. Today we have Kelly Bickle, Secretary of Pulse and student in the LSA class of 22. Thank you so much for joining us, Kelly. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Brittany?
Doing well. So, what are three ways students can take care of their physical health and well being this spring?
That is a really, really important question that I think that we're all trying to ask ourselves as we're spending a lot of time inside, indoors, with everything going on, being online classes. One thing that we really want to recommend students doing is taking a little bit of time every day to just do a little bit of physical activity. Even if it's 10 minutes of yoga every day, that's stimulating your mind and body, and that's something that's going to help de stress. It's going to be better for our mental health, help our sleep schedule, among several other things. A second thing that we like to recommend is to focus on sleep. That's a really big thing that we see college students struggle with, trying to pull those all nighters to maintain the best GPA possible. But something that students fail to realize is that our sleep schedule is something that really is going to affect the grades that we are getting, right? You're going to have a little bit less focus, a little bit less time being able to absorb your material if you're staying up all night studying. So, really working towards maintaining a solid sleep schedule is something that we encourage students to focus on. And lastly, we want to encourage people to be getting outside, especially because it's getting a little warmer out, being able to go on a walk or sit on your lawn and study, or even being able to play frisbee with a few friends, of course, socially distanced, wearing masks, is something that's going to be better for our environmental wellness, our social wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness, the list goes on.
And what advice do you have for students who want to support their well being but they don't know where to start?
Right. So, a really easy way to get started working on your wellness is actually right on your student Canvas page. The university has made it really accessible. At the bottom of your Canvas page, you can access a little icon shaped like a flower and it's labeled well being. If you click on that, then it's going to give you lots of information about each of the 8 dimensions that actually make up your overall well being. And you can read about those. And something that we like to do in my organization, I'm a part of Pulse, is just review those dimensions, say, what is something that I'm doing well in? What is something that I need to be working more on? And then that website actually has resources that you can either target a specific goal or more broadly focus on an overall dimension of wellness that you may be lacking in or need a little more support in. And then, of course, we always recommend Wolverine Wellness and CAPS to students for a great place to turn to for skill building, wellness coaching, and for students wanting to learn more and practice skills on their identity or learn about how the identities of themselves and others intersect with wellness across different areas on campus. Pulse is a great organization to turn to for that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Kelly. And that wraps up today's Just in Time. Be sure to stay tuned for our next video. Please be safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon.